Welcome to the Garage, whatever, and friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Check out all of our merch. Rye's wearing a new sweatshirt, still got the Chris's in it, from mancavecomplex.com. The clothes ain't that bad, it's just once you wash them, the logo disappears. So if you just don't do your laundry, we're good to go. Other than that,
it's a glowing review. I gotta unmute me.
Don't wash the clothes, or at least put them inside out. Check out our YouTube channel, all that good stuff. You know where we are. To my left, as always, Mr.
Sup?
And across from us, our recurring, the defending guest of the year. It's been too long. It's only been 5 episodes since he's been on.
Really? That's it?
He was on episode 75. This is episode 81. So,
yeah.
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dan Ennis.
What's up, everybody? You don't have to teach me how to use this fucking mic. Sucking on it right now.
Turn the fucking mic on. That's a Fat Joe line. Now, congratulations, Kansas City Chiefs. I was rooting for them in the Super Bowl because Big Red. I'm a huge Pat Mahomes fan. I actually really like the Chiefs.
Yeah, so do I.
You know what's crazy, too? They remind me of the Golden State Warriors, and I hate the Golden State Warriors.
Really?
Don't you think so? Like, they have that... It's funny, too, because I was talking about it with... I watched it over Jake Jordan, my brother-in-law, a Garage alum. We're over his house, and his wife's parents, the Snyders, his dad's a great guy to sit there and
shoot the shit with.
Yeah. He's a big sports guy. He's like knows his stats. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he's very stat driven. He knows his shit. Yeah. And he's old school too. So he always brings it back to the old school. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Settle down. Larry Bird's not the greatest ever. I get it. But we're sitting there talking. What was I just saying? Oh, the Chiefs. Because he's like, they're ruining He's a huge Patriots fan, too. So, obviously, he has to pay for the... He's like, they're ruining the NFL with all this thing. They're making offense. I'm like, I know what you're saying, but, like, you have to realize, like, Pat Mahomes is, like...
What's his main complaint? That they, like...
they're too good? They're too fast?
I think he was just saying it because... It's not that the Chiefs are, but the NFL is the whole offense first thing.
Okay, yeah,
so, like, you know, he launches...
So the Chiefs are just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, he launches at 70 fucking yards, and there's always a pass interference, or Tyreek Hill's open somehow. Right. But I was like, all right, I get what you're saying. Like, you like the type of football where it's just run.
Nobody likes that football.
Not anymore.
No.
He's old school, like I'm saying. But then...
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people... And I'm not saying he's saying this.
Yeah.
But sometimes people get so ingrained into, like, no, it was better when I was young. It was better then. It was better then.
Their error or this or whatever.
And you're like, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
The game
probably.
Evolves.
Yeah.
Everything
Probably.
evolves.
I didn't watch it in the 70s.
All right,
but
I'm not doubting Isaiah Thomas or Nate Archibald were great, but, like, you're allowed to carry
Nate
now. I don't
Archibald,
know
huh?
Well, he brought that up. That's a name that he would drop.
Oh, okay.
That's a name that he would drop. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're allowed to carry now. I know. Apparently, you're allowed to walk in the NBA, too, because every highlight on Bleacher Report or Sports Center or something like that, they're walking.
They take, like, 8 steps.
And especially when they show it in slow motion, they're like, oh, Damian Lillard had 40 points in the third quarter, and then, like, they're showing people pass him. He catches it and just, like, starts running to the side and then launches the shot. I'm like, and don't even get me started on James Harden. Anyway, back to the Chiefs. So I said this to a couple people. I'm like, and this is why I'm repeating this, because I felt so good about it, because, like, they said it on The Herd, and I think maybe First Take said the same thing. Like, the Chiefs are the type of team...
Before or after you said it?
After I said it.
Ooh,
like,
nice.
Like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I knew I had it. Somebody, there's an informant following me. So I'm like, they're just like the Warriors, where you could play the best game of your life, and in a matter of seconds, it's over. Like, when the Cavaliers would be sitting there like, fucking let's go Cavs, let's go LeBron, and they're up like 8, and next thing you know, 40 seconds goes by and they're down 12. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
Right.
What
right, because it was steal three.
Klay Thompson couldn't miss. Steph Curry shooting from the other half of the fucking court. You're like, what just happened? And the best meme I've been seeing, and I don't hate the Niners, but like I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
But it's like their defense in the end zone, and they're all sitting there, and it's like 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They're up 10, and they're all sitting there, and someone put clown faces over all of them, and then it said literally like the SpongeBob thing, 10 minutes later, and it's Nick Bosa crying on the sideline. So they were down 10 with 11 minutes left. By the end of the game, they won by 11. The Chiefs are nuts.
And good thing, because I took the over.
Hey!
I thought, the over during the game, because I think the over before the game was like 55 or something, like 53. I took it during it at like 46, I think-ish.
Yeah.
Which you would have lost, because
I would have lost. And when, who ran down the sideline? Damian Williams?
Damian Williams.
Yeah.
Ran down the sideline. I was, in my head, I was like, fuck, he's going to go down.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing that they do now. They stay in, they go down, and then they win the game there.
Which isn't a bad move to do.
To win the game, but when I had to go over for that touchdown,
but also,
it's not a good move.
Damian Williams in the Super Bowl. He's like, I'm getting a Super Bowl.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm getting a Super Bowl touchdown.
And what? They were only up 4 at the time. I would rather make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
I mean, he went.
You never know. You could fumble a fucking snap.
For sure.
Shit could happen.
For sure. But he goes down, and they probably win it there.
Yeah.
They won every game in the playoffs by 10. I understand they didn't play Baltimore.
They were down by 10
in each game.
They were down 24 against the Texans, and they won
in the
by
first
20.
quarter.
And they won by 20. Smoked. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Pat Mahomes is a living legend, dude.
Isn't it crazy how like every year maybe not every year, but like most years the Super Bowl winner has like some crazy backstory to it. Like it's almost like a fucking movie every year.
Oh yeah, there's
like,
always
when the Eagles won,
the drama.
Fucking Nick Foles like came out
and
of
then
nowhere.
They pull the Philly out of their ass
like,
on the fourth down.
It's crazy. That's why a part of me thought the Titans were gonna win this year because they fucking. They sit Marcus Mariota, put in Ryan fucking Tannehill, and they go on this incredible streak to like start. They beat the Patriots in the first round of the playoffs, and then
the Ravens,
and then the Ravens. Yeah,
they were definitely the most impressive team
100%.
throughout the playoffs.
Titans
what they did,
or the Ravens,
the Titans.
Oh, right.
What they did, oh my God, that's a Cinderella story.
Yeah,
you know, if they would, there's no way they were beating all of them.
Right.
It was just who could stop Derrick Henry. If you couldn't stop him, then you were going to lose. If you could,
insane.
I didn't mean to make this like start off so sportsy, but I mean we're talking about it. What do you pay? What do you pay Derrick Henry? Because I seen him on. I think it was Rick Eisen. He said the lowest I'll take is what Zeke got, and Zeke got 90. Me personally,
I can't give it to him. Yeah,
I'm not paying a running back.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to say he's not worth it. He ran for 200 yards in 4 straight games.
Right, somebody's going to give it to him, and he performed that way in the clutch moment. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like he did it week 4 to week 8.
Right.
Titans have the money to give it to him because if you re-sign Tannehill, he's not going to be a max quarterback. So you might as well sign Henry and then sign Tannehill.
Well, Tannehill might fight for his money too. You ain't getting Tannehill on the cheap because
that's true.
He came in as a backup and was like,
and who's to say?
Look at me, motherfucker.
Who's to say he's not great? He was on the fucking Dolphins forever. You know what I mean? He could be a great fucking quarterback.
And like I said before, I always thought he was good.
Yeah.
But he just kept getting hurt, and the Dolphins did what they had to do. They had to let him go.
Yeah, Dolphins stink.
You can't.
He's not that old. He's like 30.
You can't keep paying a quarterback that just keeps getting hurt, and it just so happened that he didn't get hurt when he left the Dolphins.
No,
you can't blame him.
You're absolutely right.
And I still remember, I forget who it was. I don't know, one of those like Field Yates or something like that tweeted out, like almost towards the end of the season, the Dolphins are starting to win some games. They're looking a little bit better. I'm paraphrasing. They're looking a little bit better. All they need to do is draft a good quarterback like Ryan Tannehill, and they'll be set. Obviously, the joke is that Ryan Tannehill played for the Dolphins, and they let him go. But
Ryan Tannehill won me most points in my other league.
No,
I dropped Jared Goff because he was fucking me my asshole all year. I dropped him whatever week 7, and I picked up Tannehill. He started getting hot. Him and AJ Brown. I was like, fuck it. I mean, I had nothing to lose. He literally was going. We went on a tear. It was crazy. It was awesome.
You guys want to get in my league this year?
No, I can't afford your league.
Okay. What is it?
Well, you get in with a partner.
How much is it?
It's only $300.
Yeah, it's like
and it's 25.
It's like a month paycheck for me.
It's 25 a transaction.
I can't do 3 leagues. I'm in 2, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't draft the same team, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, when you get to a point where you're playing your own players in different leagues, you're like, this fucking sucks. But
I don't think I started my lineup for NBA. NBA is just so hectic.
Yeah, how you doing with that?
I'm actually in first place. I'm doing really well.
Are you paying? You're paying attention?
Yeah,
to
I do it every day. But the big thing for me is I have no injuries. There's only 3 bench spots, so if you have somebody hurt, you're kind of screwed.
Especially if one of your best players gets hurt.
Oh yeah.
If you draft Harden and then he gets hurt for a month, you're like,
But I just have some super big players, like crazy dude, like Hassan Whiteside from Portland, 55 points a game, because he doesn't, because you get minus points for shots missed. So he's a center. He's a center.
Right.
He either gets double,
shoots 3 for 4,
but he gets like 23 rebounds and all this shit. Like everything's 1 point.
Jesus.
So he's awesome. And then I have LeBron. Everyone slept with LeBron. He's over the hill. Okay.
Okay.
Big thing about the Super Bowl everyone gets excited about is like commercials. Never pay attention to them.
No, I was gonna ask you guys if you had any favorite commercials.
Guys, what's your favorite soups?
So we were talking about this. I feel like Super Bowl commercials now are just regular commercials. Like I feel like years ago, it was every commercial was a funny commercial. They wanted to be a commercial that people were going to share and like. And oh, did you see that Budweiser one? Oh, did you see that Doritos one?
Remember that Budweiser one with the horse? I cried.
Now
I still cried.
Now it's like they're just normal commercials.
Yeah, you're right. The one though, I forget. I don't know who this dude is. Like, obviously, I've seen him before. It's like the huge, muscular guy with the fucking tribal tattoos, long black hair.
Oh yeah, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Was one of the funniest.
He takes off
his body.
He starts strumming a fucking like banjo, and he's like,
dude, he takes off his hair, his arms, his boots.
Finally, I could be myself. I was dying, bro.
He took off all his shit. He looked like Bert.
Oh man, there was a few good ones. That's the only one I can think of.
Well, the problem is you pay attention to the game, so there's a bunch of food out. So once it takes a break, I go get food and shit. Like, I don't pay attention to the commercials. Like, I don't care.
And regardless, I'm not paying attention to commercials. Like, I'm so programmed to not watch them. You know what I mean?
Everyone's
like,
talking. That's your time to talk.
Right.
But even if I'm looking at the TV, it's like it's not sinking in. I mean, I'm sure like subconsciously it probably is. That's why people still pay money for commercials.
How'd you guys feel about J-Lo and Shakira?
That's what I didn't watch. Like, I caught some glimpses of it, but I didn't really pay attention.
I was stone cold frozen staring at the TV with the hardest small erection that you could possibly have.
Dude, I saw this.
Dude, they're hot. J-Lo's 50 and Shakira's 43.
Oh, they're hot as fuck.
I don't know what's going on. There's so many memes of like
they got money. That's why
everybody looking up J-Lo's anti-aging routine.
I saw this tweet because it was like what's that called when it's like popular on Twitter?
Trending
on Twitter, and this one dude was like, at NFL, thanks a lot. My son just humped a hole in my couch watching this halftime show.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Oh my God.
Hell yes.
But I thought it was good because it's you need a halftime
Spanish,
show,
which is cool.
But you need a halftime show to be energetic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was. There was a lot of shit going on, a lot of dancers, a butt shaking, and songs switching one after another.
I love Spanish music, so it was like that.
And it was in Miami, so like Spanish was right there.
It went perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the bets, wasn't it? That the first words that whoever comes out first say are in Spanish.
Oh, really?
I think it was one of the prop bets.
And
the first thing Shakira said was "Hola Miami." So
there you go.
It hit.
And then J-Lo was like, "Hello, Miami."
And we were talking about this too. Do you think there's like insider betting, like there is like insider trading, like
Demi
with stocks?
Lovato's over?
Right. So
100%. If there's no reason for her not to take the under on herself.
Exactly, and to tell everyone she knows, but like put everything you have on the under.
$1 million. The over was 155. I did it in 149.
And then she can just be like, "Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night?"
She crushed it.
But do you think there's like rules against it?
So sexy.
Do you think there's rules against it?
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
That's your way in, DM her.
Yeah. Hey.
I'll be your sponsor.
Who's your higher power? Never mind. But yeah.
He's trying to drop us a fucking AA quotes.
My big book quotes. You guys like, what?
So who's your higher power, baby?
But anyway, yeah.
Coffee and cigs?
I feel
Question mark? Coffee and cigs? What do you think? Is that not the funniest thing ever? Everybody in AA is just like you just see this
ripping bogues,
nothing but coffee and cigarettes all over the place.
That's it. But yeah, like I feel like they would get caught pretty easily, though, don't you?
But is it illegal? Like,
I'm sure. It's like
I'm not allowed to do it.
The NBA refs that were like point shaving. It's illegal.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pete Rose betting on his own team. He didn't do anything for. He's making that case now.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to fix it.
Right. I think that was the issue.
He bet on his team.
To win, right?
Yeah,
he always bet on his team to win.
And he never did anything. All right, guys, just
and other games, I think he did.
Yeah,
too,
just keep on. That's I get it. You're not supposed to do it, but that's way better than fucking having a goddamn remote control on your dude's thighs. You're like, oh, he's throwing a curveball.
That was fucked up.
The Astros hit 575 at home, and on the road they hit 200.
Yeah. Did you see the whole
I didn't look into it that much.
The video of Altuve, he hit a walk-off home run in the playoffs, and he was coming to home plate to touch the plate, and he's like, "Don't rip off my shirt, don't rip off my shirt," because then that's where they're like, he had a buzzer on his chest. It looked fucking suspicious.
He could have. Why
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I seen the video the
banging.
Yeah, the banging. Whatever they're banging the trash can or whatever. Banging on the trash can.
One of the pitchers actually stopped mid fucking pitch. He was called his catcher out. He's like, they have our signs. They have our signs. All
right, here's the thing. I'll say this to defend them real quick.
Cheating ass bitches.
Is it really cheating though? At some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were using video camera.
No, but I mean, if we figure out the video camera part for sure.
Right.
But I'm saying, if somebody, if they learn your pitch count.
Oh, no, that's not cheating. They do that all the time.
From second base?
On second base, yeah. But they were using a fucking camera.
Right.
How did they not know that?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess
the other teams, you mean?
If you're home, you can probably hide it.
Yeah.
It's not like the other right. It's not like the other team is gonna search around and be like, "Who do you work for? Or what are you doing
and
here?"
I forget what they said. They were using a camera that the actual MLB put in all the stadiums. It was some new 360 camera or something, and they were just using that feed to buzz or hit the fucking bang the trash can or something. Banging on a trash can.
You can't get away with anything.
Drumming on a street light. Doug. Funny.
Playing with my banjo.
Yeah, Skeeter. Back to the commercials. Know what was a real buzzkill?
The dude who's talking to his wife that was dead or something?
Nah, I missed that.
What happened?
He's like, hey, Google, remind me that my wife loves...
How do you not forget someone?
Yeah, that was
or how do you not
super
forget?
depressing.
What? I don't even remember it.
Good.
Then we don't have to go into it.
They just start throwing in presidential commercials.
That's what I'm saying. They were just normal
commercials.
commercials.
There's no need for that.
They were just normal commercials.
I don't need to see So one commercial is just all right, Trump 2020, and then the next one's something against Trump. I'm like, what's going on here? Is this not the Super Bowl? Hey, Super Bowl.
This is illegal. You're not allowed to do this.
What the fuck is going on? That we're just throwing in president already?
Right? Because
when is the voting thing start?
It started.
The Iowa caucus was yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it last week?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
But they're just only
Monday.
They're only
Monday.
doing I don't even know.
It's a Democratic primary.
So they're trying to find
and technically the Republican as well.
Really? I didn't know that. See, I'm so
right.
fucking
So Republican is
they do
Trump.
It together, but
they're trying to find a Democrat to go against Trump right now.
Right. They still have to. Trump still has to run.
Oh, gotcha. But he
won 98% of the vote.
Now we were discussing this earlier. We don't know shit about politics, and we don't talk shit about politics. But could it get any more fucking draining? The effort that people put into this shit. I don't need a sticker on your car. Oh, Wagner. Shout out to Joe Wagner. This was hilarious. He texted me. He's like, know what pisses me off? I said, I don't know.
Could be anything.
ISIS.
He's just when people put their political bumper stickers on their cars. I was like, oh yeah, when people put a sign on their lawn who they're voting for, oh, you persuaded me.
Right.
It's on your lawn. But he's like, no. He's like, there's a car in front of me that says McCann, 2002. Right. Or McCain, 2002. I'm like, Jesus. Yeah, that thing's
right.
faded.
McCain's dead. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is. R.I.P.
But yeah,
moment of silence.
So, the story I was telling earlier is, how passionate, for those who don't know, listening, or new listeners, whatever, we don't really get into politics. We don't give a fuck about it. Me personally, couldn't care less. I never voted a day in my life, and the reason is I just don't care. I don't know enough. I'm not going to waste a vote on somebody without knowing anything about them. I don't look into anything because nothing's ever changed. I love when people say that. They're like, oh, I've been getting so much more money back now that Trump's president. My tax break. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I haven't seen one extra dime.
I'm still broke. I don't see anything different. People I don't know if people are. I'm just retarded, or people actually come up with like fake facts and just start believing them. I'm like, oh yeah, this and that. I'm like, what are you?
A lot of that.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like nothing. So like, hold on, I'll say so. I don't know, like. For all the hate that Trump gets, I feel like I know more Trump supporters than I don't.
100%.
Like, there's so much people, like, are they all just in California and they, like, run the system? Like, you feel like Trump's hated, but, like, everyone I talk to is like, oh, I voted for Trump. I'm like, okay, I didn't ask.
Well, I think they're also probably a little bit more outspoken.
Well, the joke was, we're watching, before work, Good Morning America was on or something, and, like, a clip of, like, Bernie Sanders popped up, and I just like stirring the pot a little bit, where I can just, like, say something and then leave. Bernie Sanders on there just fucking, like, blah, 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 gobbling and all this stuff, and I heard somebody just, like, shut up, asshole, like, sound at the TV. I was like, I don't know, man, he's got my vote, and literally everyone's like, what the fuck, all this shit, and then I'm sitting there, I'm just like, and that's when you're just like, how are you guys allowed to say whatever you want to say, pro-Trump or pro, and, like, it's none of your,
whoever.
Yeah, why can't I say what I want? And literally, I have no investment in anybody. Like, I could care less.
Right.
But, like, you just start saying shit, and people are so passionate, and they get so fired up. I'm like, what is going on with you? Like, the national man, I really don't want to talk politics because I don't know shit. But, like, really,
I told you not to go here.
Really, the only thing you should worry about is probably, like, local politics. Like,
yeah.
You should definitely worry about local politics. People don't.
Right, like who the president is doesn't really affect. I've never been affected ever.
My life has never changed from any fucking president ever.
Never,
ever. And like you were saying earlier, people get these fucking facts from Facebook. I swear to God, every day I see some stupid ass like picture that says like these fucking facts about Trump that are just completely like either not true or, and it goes both ways. Like there's some left wing fucking memes too that are just like bullshit, and people like take whatever's on Facebook for like gospel. They're like, oh definitely Trump raised our income by like $2 billion. He's the best. I was like,
he's gonna turn this country around.
Who put this picture up? Why do you trust this person? Anybody could put this fucking picture up and say Trump did this, Trump did that, or Bernie did this, Bernie did that. Like everything online is not fucking real, and these people see it like because I see them on Facebook. They share it and they're like, 4 more years. I love this fucking guy. I'm like,
two-term Trump.
What the fuck are you talking about?
People get so bad. And like I said, I'm not against Trump. I'm not for Trump. I'm not for Bernie. Like, I don't care about any of it. I don't have any say in any of it. But, like, just to see how worked up and the passion people have for something. But, like you said, everybody's biased towards a certain thing. Like, if you're for Trump, they'll only say that, like, it's almost like they're picking their team. I'm going to loosely quote Rogan on some of the things that he says, like, everyone just, like, likes to be part of a team. So, like, they pick that team. But, like, there's really no reason to have Democrat or Republican anymore. Because, like, some people, I'm voting Republican, I don't want them to take my guns. I'm like, what's that? Who's taking your guns? What's going on? Like,
nobody.
So they hold on to one thing. Don't you think, like, each candidate should have, like, a list of, like, 5 things they want to do and, like, fuck Republican, fuck Democrat? Like, no, this is what I want to propose. This is what I want to propose. Like, shouldn't you just, like, match yourself up with the person that wants to put...
That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be... You're running
like
on.
Ryan knows a lot more than me. You do, Dan. He's been waiting. He's like,
very
no. You guys done? He's done, calm, and I'll let you know.
No, because that's what it's supposed to be. You run on your platform. This is my platform. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to do it. This is why I'm going to do it. This is who agreed with me to do it. My constituents and my.
You got that?
I don't even know what that means.
Write that down.
There was a stitch in there.
But then it gets down to people that are voting, and they're like, "Well, I voted Republican for 28 years. I'm not going to change now." Why?
Maybe you should.
Why?
Change is good.
But why not?
We need change.
No, I'm not.
I'm going to turn Gotham City around.
We're going to go all the way to the White House.
I'm going to go home and lay on my wife.
I love politics.
But why not look at what you agree with and then vote that way?
Right.
No matter what side it is. But make sure you agree with it and not just, this is the one that I've always done. Well, what if their shit changed?
Yeah.
What if you were all pro-guns, just to use an example?
Right.
You were pro-guns all your life, and then the Republican Party changed, and the Democrat Party became pro-guns. Right. Are you going to keep voting Republican?
Maybe we should look it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, well, I've always voted them. Well, now they're not pro. I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but now they're not pro whatever you were pro. So, or this one guy that's running Republican in New Jersey where you're voting is not pro guns, but most Republicans are, so you're just assuming.
Right.
And I think that's where like you said, that's where the issue comes in, where people pick sides, and you're wrong because you picked the wrong side. Because
it makes no sense.
My side is the right side.
Like you said, the guy, I've been voting Republican for 28 years. I'm like, okay, what's your record?
What does that mean?
What are you, 10 and 8? Right. 10 and 8 in presidents? Oh, I got 10 presidents in. Okay, how many did you lose? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't fucking get it.
And know what the funny thing is? Like we said, I'm no fucking expert here, but
I don't want to be. Like, it annoys me how passionate people get about it. I understand it's our country. You want to vote it up, but like, either way, the powers at top are going to figure out what's going on. Like, I have nothing to do with this.
Right. And I forget where I heard this. It might have been even in like a class or something in college, but they were saying like 95% of every candidate is like they're 95% have the same beliefs, same ideas. They just pick these like main talking points like gay marriage, guns.
What do you got against gay sex, bro?
No,
I don't even want them fucking each other.
You guys can be married, but no fucking.
That was more like 12 years ago, 10 years ago. But like they pick these main like highly debatable topics, and they just like go off of those because they know people are like so either for it or either against it. But in the majority, like they all had like the same beliefs. Like they're all gonna like take care of themselves. They're all gonna be big business.
Right. And it's just getting more and more radicalized too. Like it's driving that stake in between to make it more my team versus your team. Right. And then it doesn't matter because my team won and your team lost, so fuck you. Exactly. You know what I mean?
And then like it's just so much shit is made up. Oh, you voted for Trump, you're a racist. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So you're telling me more than half the country's racist because Trump won? Like, what are you talking? Yeah. People just make shit up. Dude, there's nothing better than when Trump won, though, and they show, like, the feminist groups just on the ground crying. No! And they make memes at it, dude. There's nothing more funny. Like, whatever. I mean, I have nothing against women or nothing against this or that. But, like, to see their reactions, like... Oh, God, it's priceless.
It really
dude, the way it ruins people's lives, like, you're still free.
For sure does,
you can still wake
up. All right,
you can go to Starbucks. You can go to wherever you want. Like, this there's no dictatorship. Like, you're not just going to have, you know what I mean? You're not just going to be in a file line, like, wearing a certain type of outfit, marching and shit. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay? When it comes down to it, if anyone fucks with the U.S., our military, whatever, and whatnot, and people get blown up during drugs and shit.
I
mean, I don't know. I have no opinions on it. It's just I have no opinions on any of the political parties. I don't know shit. I don't look it up. What I was just saying is how funny it is, how passionate people get. Like, I'll literally throw a comment out there. I'm like, man, I'm really excited for this universal basic income. I'm definitely gonna, definitely put my vote towards Andrew Wang. It's never gonna happen. It can't work. They've tried it for years. I'm like, oh, I've never heard of it. Like, I thought it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. I'm like, I get that, but like,
how do you know?
I'm like, but all you keep telling me is like, it's never gonna work. You're not explaining it. Do you not want it to work?
Right.
So you don't want it to work. You're not giving me any facts other than telling me it's not going to work.
And why don't you want it to work? Do you not want it to work because the other team came up with this idea and not your team?
Exactly.
If your team came up with this idea, would you be all for it?
You're telling me you don't want free money?
Right.
Oh, you're not raising my taxes.
Then you're stupid.
You're not raising my taxes. I'm like, well, who said anything about raising? Well, where are they going to get the money from? I'm like, I don't know. What if they just make gambling and marijuana legal everywhere?
Yeah.
Nah, never going to work. It's never going to work. I'm like, you understand, like,
those Democrats,
they can just give that money out to people, and we can just be in debt because, like, they spend, like, trillions and trillions of dollars. Do you know they gave, like, pallets and pallets of money to that dictator that we blew up a couple weeks ago? Or a couple months ago?
What was his name?
Obama, I mean, here's another thing. I don't even know if this is true.
Right.
This is just some fucking bullshit article.
I'm just spewing shit.
That bullshit article that someone sent me.
Website called The Onion. I don't know if it's
another article that someone sent me where like Obama dropped off like pallets of like literally pallets of cash for them.
I feel like that's not true. Then.
This doesn't sound true.
Now that I say it out loud, it sounds like a plot to a terrorist movie. They stole.
No, it's crazy. They were.
No, it was like their own pallets.
They sent him a printer. He can print whatever he wants.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why they did that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't fucking know, man. But like, doesn't it really affect?
It's a credit card. You ever hear of Black Card? That's what he's got.
Doesn't really affect. I wake up. I go to work. I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to have a good time. I got a fucking baby.
Yeah,
like nothing affects me.
You have a baby.
I have to work and shit.
Yeah. Fuck Trump. I mean, didn't you say before this you were like, I'm never voting Republican ever?
How about this? I never voted ever.
Period.
I never voted anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even vote for class president. Fuck that. I was absent that day.
Like, I just want somebody to like take away my student loans, make healthcare
America great again. I know your guy. I know the guy.
I know the guy. Seriously, I just want something in my life to be like better. You know what I mean?
I don't even know. I mean, I feel like all.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's what you should vote for.
Right.
Pick the things that you want.
Yeah.
No matter, and then see who is presenting those ideas, and then that's the guy. I'm
There's nothing in my life that sucks that's not because of me.
Right.
Like it's all my fault. Everything 100%. That sucks.
I'm trying to.
It's all my fault. I'm
trying to get bailed out.
It's not like the government's holding me down.
Well, they can bail everyone else out. Why can't they bail me out?
I mean, I'm not broke because Trump's the president or Obama was the president and George Bush and shit. Like
he was the best.
You're broke because of DraftKings.
Because I'm bad with money.
And DraftKings,
because I spend more money than I make.
Chipotle, extra guac.
Yeah.
Why are they charging extra for it?
Why?
I said, where are you getting these avocados from? Like, be honest with me. There's no way that guac should be $4. If you're charging me $2.75 for guac, how come my scoop's different every time? There should be a $2.75 scooper. Like, this is bullshit.
Let me scoop it for $2.75. Yeah. I'll go over to the ShopRite right now. I'll buy the avocados for you. You cut it up. You put your shit in there.
Sometimes I do get you guys because sometimes somebody has a heavy hand, and I'll get like a $4 scoop of guac. But sometimes I get like a $1.50 scoop of guac. Or sometimes I get a $1.50 cock.
Or is that $4 scoop of guac the actual $2.75 scoop? And you're actually getting fucking 50-cent scoops left and right.
Yeah.
Conspiracies. Yeah. Chipotle edition. Any new conspiracies popped up recently?
I don't know. I just want to say, hey, Cholt, I haven't coughed once yet, you bitch. Okay?
Damn.
She texted me literally the very next. It might have even been last night. She's like, I swear to God, if I hear you cough one more time, I'm going to cut your fucking dick off. I was like, Jesus, Cholt, calm down.
You don't have the skills or the tools to do that. I'll cut your fucking face off, and I'll go in there and buy the beer myself.
One name.
Conspiracy?
One name?
No, I don't have any.
I haven't looked up any good conspiracies recently.
I haven't really looked up conspiracies ever, except for that one podcast that we were on.
That was fun, though.
Argentina's.
Hey, guys, you know who lives in Argentina, right?
Wagner.
I do.
Ginobili and Hitler.
Together, the same house. It's a nice house. Don't get me wrong.
Anyway.
Saab.
Anyway.
Nice car.
Politics suck. Who cares?
Oh, it was a good talk. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, I had nothing to say because I didn't know, but I just meant the whole team mentality where you're just like, okay, come on. And the whole thing how Rogan...
Trying to put myself on for the team?
But how...
What team?
How Bernie Sanders is taking advantage of Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's like a big thing. Weird.
So he was on Rogan. He's like, oh, I'll support blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden he started making commercials like, Joe Rogan supports me. Like, whoa, easy.
But no, it's crazy. Bernie actually got backlash from his supporters for that because everybody thinks that Rogan is this right-wing fucking nut.
Well, yeah.
So Bernie's supporters that are like super left were like, why would you say this? Rogan's fucking right-wing, blah, blah, blah.
I think that happened. I think that happened afterwards, though.
Yeah. After he
said no, I'm saying after he said that Bernie or he would vote for Bernie.
Right.
They were like, yeah, because Rogan's super right wing, man.
There's no
way. People are like, what? He's right wing? I didn't know that. You know what I mean?
There's no way if you listen to Rogan, you can believe any of that. So this is all people who don't listen to him.
Right.
Clearly.
Right, and he was getting
which is crazy because he has so many. He had 1 billion downloads last year.
And he was getting the shots at as he was anti LGBT,
trans and shit like that.
Right, and the only opinion that he ever had about that was that they shouldn't be able to do powerlifting.
Exactly, that's the only thing he cared about. He's like, I don't think they should be in combat sports. Like, he doesn't think a trans male should be competing with, or a trans male should be competing with women because
right, a male to female,
right,
with I don't know all the words.
Female. Oh yeah, a male to female shouldn't be competing with other females.
Right. I don't know all the like technical words.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it. Cut that. But it. It's a tough situation because it kind of makes sense. Like to be able to.
No, 100%. Like, I'm sorry, but like. These people are breaking fucking world records. Like the fucking, it's great. Like some dude's breaking the fucking world record in the 100-meter dash because he's running against all women. I'm like, what?
Right, or like powerlifters
the dude beat up chicks.
Right.
Powerlifters are like lifting 400 pounds more than the world record that females previously had.
Don't worry about it. No, but like,
what do you mean? Don't worry about it.
Some of the examples are so fucked up though. Like, you'll see a picture and it's Stone Cold. Stone Cold Steve Austin in a wig, like fucking powerlifts. I'm like, that's not a girl. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
And it's fine if they want to.
You guys are losing all your sponsors
for sure.
What you do?
No, it's fine if they.
I was gone for 30 seconds.
If they see themselves as a female, that's fine, but you just can't compete in this sport.
Yeah, just stay home.
So that's all he was saying, Rogan.
Right. And people took that as him being right wing.
Of course.
You know.
So speaking of Rogan, he was talking to Jim Norton, who's a fucking wacko, and nothing to do with the thing other than they were saying that there's like currently like 700,000 podcasts.
I would have said the over. If
I would have said there's probably 1 million.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have definitely said there's over.
So that's the thing, like, not calling anybody out or anything, but like people get real like hardcore, and now we're always just like, oh man, social media is like dreadful. Like I post twice a week because I feel like I have to.
Right.
Like I'm searching, like I watch it or I listen to like clips of our podcast and listen to clips. I'm like, all right, what can I put up? And then I'll figure it out on YouTube. Like it's dreadful listening to myself. I'm like, oh my god, Ev, you suck, you suck. And
this is the worst show ever.
But like you're sitting there and you're just trying to come up with stuff, and like you do it just like, it's entertaining. We want to be successful, but the main thing, like we always say, like have fun. So like, but when you see some people putting in too much effort, trying too hard for certain things, you're just like, what are you doing? Like you don't have to sell out shit.
Are you talking about like other podcasts?
Just in general,
or people in general on Instagram?
Other podcasts would be an example because that's what we're in the thing of. Like to be a successful podcast is so difficult as it is.
Yeah, 100%.
First of all, we ain't famous. You know what I mean? We're nobody, so we're starting from zero.
Yeah.
Not only that, somebody famous can start a podcast tomorrow and they already have more followers. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So we're starting from zero. So if somebody has any type of fame, a girl from The Bachelor can start a podcast tomorrow, and all of a sudden she has 10,000 followers.
She'd probably be top 10.
You know what I mean? Like a couple girls from Teen Mom or something. Like so, you're already behind the thing. So you have to focus on having fun.
Yeah.
So for the niche that you have, like we love our listeners because we get a bunch of feedback on but like you have to have fun and just in general, like the people like stop trying to sell your. I'm gonna read a quote that Andrew Dice Clay, the great Andrew Dice Clay put up, and I'm just saying this like because with social media, how we say it's fucking whack and whatever, just have fun. If people want to listen, we enjoy it. We love the feedback.
Yeah.
If people comment on other people's shit, it's awesome. But like. Now, this is also a very successful guy saying this. You know what I mean? It's funny because he's the first person who popped up on my thing. Now, he's a very successful...
Probably because you said it.
Comedian.
And your phone was like, nah, I got you.
And he has, tons and tons of money for a long time. He's a crazy gambler.
He was
too.
like one of the top comedians back in like the 90s.
Like
right. And according to Entourage, he didn't have any money for a while.
No shit.
Well, he's a huge gambler.
Till he got back on Johnny Bananas.
So he put up this great...
You never seen Entourage?
No.
Seriously?
You never seen Entourage?
No.
I hate you.
Just waiting on this quote here.
Just keep talking.
Oh, what was that? Yo, speaking of the Super Bowl, rewind 45 minutes. Do you guys
remember the Super Bowl?
Do you guys have any good food? Because I had fucking 3 bowls of chili, and I still haven't stopped farting since. It's insane, dude. My stomach is jacked.
Homemade chili? Did you buy it? Like,
no, Gino, and I'll tell a little small story.
Okay.
Since I can remember, my dad's had these Super Bowl parties, like when we were young. My mom would take my sisters out of the house, and my dad would have all of his boys over. And he always had like 3 crock pots going of chili.
We're talking like 12 people, maybe?
20, I would say.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. He's so fucking crazy. He's so weird. He had one crock pot that was like nuclear, thermonuclear, like super nuclear or whatever. Like he was super into his fucking chili.
Hot Ones chili.
This is the first year I was like, Dad, I want to learn how you make your chili. And like I actually
pass it down.
I actually stood with him in the kitchen. I was like, "Show me your ways," and we did. And I ate it, and I can't stop farting, dude, and it's driving me nuts.
How long's the process?
Literally 4 hours. It's crazy.
Well, 4 hours to cook, not 4 hours for like you to.
Oh, to set it up, it took us 15 minutes.
Right.
And then you throw it in the crock pot for 4 hours.
What all goes in?
I can't tell you. It's fucking banging though, dude.
Nothing but jalapenos.
Ask Woj about the fucking Ennis chili. His dad was over all the time.
It's straight jalapenos. There's not even any beans in there.
Definitely.
It's just jalapenos.
3 jalapenos, I'll tell you that much.
Seeds and all?
Trace, no.
Ooh.
No seeds,
Seeds
no
will fuck you up.
And it's still spicy. It's still good.
I love spicy food, though.
Yeah. Anyway, what Dice Clay say?
Andrew Dice Clay. If you're a fan of his, any podcast that he's on, Bert's, he's just on Tiger Belly, anything, if you just listen to him, because he's so honest, but like, he's a character, but he is his character now, but he's like so honest too, we're like...
It's like actually who he is.
He was like...
Right, he wasn't always that character.
No, he was normal, but he became the Dice because that's what people wanted to see. But like, he was Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart. Like, he was as big as Eddie Murphy, selling out Madison. Anyway. Oh shit! I should have.
You have to find it again. Jesus
no,
Christ.
I should have practiced. I should have practiced reading.
In the mirror. Chels, how's this look? Sloan, what do you think?
Well, he writes weird too. So, Andrew Dice Clay. Social media says, but he writes it SEZ, so this is going to be confusing for me. Social media says we're all connected. Who the fuck wants to be? Who cares about reconnecting with some asshole from grade school or how your fucking life turned out? Don't want to know who died, who's sick, or who got cheated on. Not interested in your fucking money problems. And please, girls, stop with the word influencer. Let's face it, you're just willing to show off your ass, tits, and your mule lips to make a few bucks. I get it, you don't want to work. Me neither. It's why I'm in showbiz. You never see me on here saying I want to meet, greer, and hang out with you. I don't know what greer means.
Greet.
Well, he spelled it wrong then. He said, you never see me saying I want to meet, greet, and hang out with you, because I don't. All I want to do is just make people laugh. So I'll see you in Vegas, but don't ask me to sign a piece of paper unless you're a teenager or a chick with giant tits and sopping wet hair.
What?
I don't know what that means.
He's into it.
But that's what he's saying. It's just so funny. Like,
that's true, though.
Does he have a show in Vegas?
I like that.
I'm sure he's just performing there. He just goes all around the country. But he kills me, man.
I like that a lot.
But he's saying, like, but I love that, too, because so many girls, I showed you a thing, like, of a couple, they're, like, more famous people. It's not anyone we know, but, like, a girl would put up a picture of her in a bathing suit looking sexy as hell, and then all of a sudden write some, like, inspirational shit. I'm like, the fuck are you doing?
They Google.
You know we're all clicking on this because you look good in a bathing suit, right? Like, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. I took time to myself today, and I just went to look at the sun. I had a coffee, and I was like, you know what? This is me time. Let's just You're just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, then why not put a picture up of the cup of coffee, not your butthole?
Right.
Yeah. And then, no one's going to look at it.
And then next to the coffee, there's like a little fucking CBD spray that you're fucking trying to sell too for the company. Like, come on, dude. We know you're a sellout. Just accept it. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You're not fooling. People aren't stupid. Like, you're not fooling anybody.
Right, no.
Do you know who the chick Jessie Sims is?
No.
So she used to be like kind of cool on Instagram. She has like a
sweatshirt.
She has like a fat butt,
Okay.
But like she would like use that obviously as her promotion, but she would do cool stuff where she would like chug bottles of vodka. Like it was like funny stuff she would do. But then all of a sudden,
Joel, that was Dan.
Bang Energy started sponsoring her. So like all of her pranks and shit are like so choreographed. I'm like, this is like gross. Like this is so beat. Like,
and especially they're so like the marketing campaigns and stuff are so bad at coming up with good ideas. Dude. They're like, do this and then it'll be funny. Everyone will love it. And you're like, no.
The video starts with Bang on the camera and then it zooms out and she's like, hey, Jesse. And then she like throws a pie at her. I'm like, boo! Bullshit. Like, go on Fans Only already.
I feel like we could come up with better fucking ads than
right, but that's the thing because they're coming up with probably hundreds of ads. Yeah. So they're like, start on Bang, zoom out, and throw a fucking pie. Next, how about you do this and then you do that? And
I'll show you guys at the break how bad they are. But I'm saying like if dudes weren't such perverts, like girls would be so screwed because they literally just put up
100%.
And you know what? If you have a banging body, they work at it. Good for you. But like, it's just everything's such bullshit. And you know what I hate? Speaking of podcasts and stuff, like we listen to a lot of people, but a lot of the guys are in like L.A. So they try to compare. Like I'm like, you know, L.A.'s not real world, right?
It's not.
Like they were talking about something. He's like, you know, there's so many more trans people than there was back in the day. I'm like, of course there is. You know, because it's more accepting now. Just like, you know, there's always been gay people. They just weren't allowed to say they were gay in the 80s and 70s and shit because you dickheads would beat the fuck out of them in high school and shit. Like you didn't accept anybody back then.
Right.
These were assholes. Now people are allowed to be, you know, who they want to be and people are accept it. But also, don't say there's tons and tons of trans kids in high schools. Like, no, maybe in fucking Calabasas where you live. Like, not saying they're not, but like, don't just say there's tons and tons. Like, the world's not changing. It's not like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still weird for everybody. I get that, but like they think
like
what happens in this rich community where, you know, the one dad's a fucking 2% owner of Google and shit like that. Like, no, that's not real life. You know that, right? Like,
no, I agree 100%.
You know what I'm trying to say without like
right. And that I've heard comedians say that's one of the issues as they get more and more famous and make more and more money. They become less relatable to everyone else. Yeah. So they start living in Calabasas or wherever, and they see a different world, and they assume like, look around. What are you talking about? How is this not the real world? And you're like, it is.
No.
But also go out of the community.
You guys don't get
snow.
Like you guys never been plowed in and have to dig your car out to go to work, and you want to fucking kill somebody on the fucking drop of a dime.
God, and it's hard to relate.
I just want to fucking kill someone.
It's hard to relate to like normal folks like us.
Normal folk down here.
Question: do you guys use lube to jerk off? I don't know why I was just thinking about this when you were talking about OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
No?
I haven't.
Ever?
I have. No, not lube. No, never used lube to jerk off.
I mean, not lube. Any kind of lubrication.
Even with moisturizer. Under 10 times in my life.
Wow. Okay.
And you know I'm obviously in the tens of thousands.
See, I think I have to because
$250,000.
My hands.
I got working hands.
Yeah, you got
too.
fucked up hands,
rough,
man. You got fucked up hands.
Like if I don't, like rug burn.
Dan don't even need sandpaper. He just uses his hand.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying I got working hands too. It's just make your dick tougher.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
You have
do
dead
moisturize?
Skin. There's a difference. I have working hands. You have dead skin.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
Your hand steady feels like there was like gallons of candle wax was just on your hands.
You're just peeling it off before you got here.
That would make it smooth.
You have no fingerprint.
Oh.
We would like to shout out our new sponsor, Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Yeah, we just got a pallet of it yesterday.
Yeah, they gave us a pallet. We have
speaking of selling
Richie and
pallets
Chris,
that Obama sent.
Yeah, Obama sent us a pallet of Screwball whiskey.
Thank you, Screwball, for the pallet. We appreciate it. I'm probably gonna die trying to drink this whole thing, but instead of tea time today, we're gonna do a little ball time. You're gay. No, I'm kidding. Let's go.
What would you say?
I said Abreva is not cheap. So.
Hold on.
Activia.
All right, what'd you say?
I said Abreva is not cheap.
For the third time's a charm, I promise.
I had my herpes flare up for the season. And
classic herpes.
I mean, it's not actual herpes, but it's...
You've had herpes for like 30 years, right?
Oh, I'm only 28, so around there.
Ish.
So it's like my cold sore thing, but like they hurt.
On your mouth you're talking about. Herpes of the mouth.
Yeah, where do you get them?
I mean, herpes, when I think of herpes,
Penis.
I think of...
the genitals.
So I usually just let it like, work itself out.
Yeah.
But I went and finally got Abreva. And Abreva's just in like a chapstick type thing.
Right.
I was like, all right, cool.
$30?
$19. I was like,
yo! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shit's expensive, man. Everything's expensive.
Herpes ain't cheap, dog.
Everything's expensive.
I was like, goddamn.
You get like 8 NyQuil pills, and they're like fucking $25.
Oh, I got a 2-pack of NyQuil when we were sick a couple weeks back.
You got to take out a loan. Did you take out a loan for it?
Oh, I was talking about how...
Open a Rite Aid credit card.
Yeah, it's the only way to do it.
Yeah, we can save 30% right now if you fucking open it up. But, Chelsea got
my credit can't get any lower, so it's okay.
Chelsea got the... I can't eat these while we're on it. Chelsea got the flu shot and wound up getting the flu. I didn't get the flu shot and didn't get the flu.
I've never gotten the flu shot, and I live by it.
Neither have I.
Really?
Anti-vax, man.
Yeah, baby.
The vaccines. That's what's fucking people up.
Exactly.
All I do is rub some lettuce on it, and I'm ready to roll.
Essential oils, baby, all over my...
MCT oil, baby.
CBDs. I love the Seebs.
I'm one with the earth. I barely wear socks and shoes. Like, if I could just be one with the earth.
That was one of the worst things. Did you experience that at, where'd you go? Fucking St. Mary's?
Rehab?
Where'd you go? No.
Mount St. Mary's?
A lot of hippies at rehab. Where'd I go? Rehab? Well, you're talking about rehab?
No, I know what you're talking about. No, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about rehab.
Rehab, yeah.
Are you talking about hippies?
Marijuana.
Mount St. Mary's.
Hippies at Mount St. Mary's?
Yeah.
Marijuana's not an addiction.
I'll tell you what. I didn't
suck dick for coke, man.
I didn't do much.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't do much like socializing.
Dan got his best sleep in college.
Exactly.
Dan was asleep for 3 semesters.
Sleeping midnight to 8 p.m. the next day.
I would wake up at like 3 in the afternoon, go to track practice, eat dinner, and then hop back in bed.
You're like, you go to any classes? You're like, no. What do you mean classes? They didn't start yet.
Wait. We got to do that?
Classes didn't start yet. They're like, dude, it's fucking January. You missed the whole semester.
Yep, that's why I didn't finish. But, so I'm sure there was. We were a, what's that called? Liberal arts school.
Right.
There was a bunch of,
left wing.
Do you have, I've never been there. Is it like a closed campus or is there like streets going through?
No, it's outside.
We're closed.
It's not in a bubble.
No, but like, can you drive through the center of it and stuff like that? Like,
yeah.
Or is it like there's big courtyards and stuff like that?
There's big courtyards.
But you can drive.
There's like one.
Kelly Baker went to the school with you, right?
Yeah. There's like one main road. Yeah, that's Ask Her.
Call Kelly.
She probably was out there more.
She remembers.
I stayed in my room, put on webcam shows.
Kelly, I'm not calling for your knee pads. Hold on.
No, but so
there was one main road that went all. My campus was super small. It was like the size of Cinnaminson High School parking lot.
How many people go there?
It's a decent size parking lot.
1,800.
Or at the time, I'm sure it's changed now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's less now.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, we also have a seminary attached to it, which was super creepy. Those dudes got down, dude. Like,
the priest?
Yeah, like parties, like not even joking.
Drinking Jesus' blood all around campus or what?
Up, dude. They got real fucked up. It was cool.
They knew there wasn't much time for them.
Well,
to
you can't
not
have gay
get fucked
sex
up
sober
anymore.
like that.
I can.
I plead the fifth.
He said I can.
Anyway, but yeah. So where were we going with this? Why?
Well, because the reason I was asking is because Salisbury is a closed campus.
Yeah.
So, well, for the most part.
No gays allowed.
Exactly.
No priesthood here.
That means basically when you park on campus, you can walk anywhere to all the buildings, and there's no roads driving through or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
So
you associate priests being like gay and creepy, but when it comes to nuns,
bitches, mean.
They're mean. You never consider like a nun like, oh, okay, lesbian. Like, that's never crosses your mind.
Because they don't have sex.
No,
they
just beat the shit out of you. But
so close campus.
That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
So
I knew we'd find something to talk about.
There was a lot of you would walk on the campus and people were walking around without shoes on or like.
Hold on, it's HR.
Riding.
HR's on the phone.
Shut
it down.
Riding their skateboards with no shoes on, all that kind of stuff. So I didn't know if that was the same.
Too. Hacky sacking in the fucking circle, like you guys are.
Like, why do you have to do all that kind of stuff?
Right, like
you're not gonna do it next year when you graduate.
You saw it on some movie, so you want to be like that. Like,
right, this is what they do in college. They hacky sack.
Right, exactly. Like, no,
that's not what they do. That's not what I do. That's not what people in the seminary do, or the cemetery,
or the cemetery. My campus was actually really sick. It's called the Mount, right? Because it's right on a mountain. And, like, it's a very religious school. Like, there's this thing called the National...
Did you have to go to religion? Like, did you
had to take it,
Sociology,
core curriculum or whatever. But they have, on the mountain right above our campus, you could see if you're watching on YouTube, that'll never get posted.
I'll get it posted. It'll just be 2021.
Right above my head.
Right after President's Day.
But there was, like, it's called the National Grotto Shrine or some shit. But, like, me and my roommate used to go up there and smoke weed with Jesus every night. It was so fucking crazy.
Jesus, take the wheel.
So
and there was hundreds of people because they were all doing the same thing. Are you guys here to smoke weed with Jesus? Yeah, me too.
Like, my school was so small, there was one, like, weed dealer, and it was fine. He
made a killing.
He had enough for everybody.
He had the market wrapped up.
Even the school was like... Only buy from that guy.
His room,
anyone else will shut it down.
B-52, that's his hallway.
We got him in the corner.
Good band, too.
So shut the fuck up.
And bomber plane.
Anywho.
Rock Lobster.
B-52s were a very influential band.
Love Shack, baby.
Yeah, that's one of their songs.
So we were talking about hippies? Why? Why were we talking about hippies?
I don't remember how we got
to rehab, and then he said something. And then
no,
he
but
said
before that, we were talking about
shoes.
Because you said something about doing something where you're walking around with no shoes or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then that made me think of college.
Right. Okay. Yeah, whatever.
That's all.
What was the best part of college for you?
Me? Like, I honestly, I was super just in my room a long time.
I was super in my room.
What'd you do?
I drank a lot, like...
By yourself in your room?
Yeah, most of the time.
Did you have a roommate, or was it like a single?
My first 2 years I had a roommate. My third year I had an apartment. So...
Why did you drink a lot?
Was it an apartment in like an apartment complex, or was it like an apartment in like a...
It was on campus. A building on campus.
But was it like built like an apartment, or was it built...
Yeah.
Sometimes... When people talk about apartments at college, it's like a room. It's still like a dorm room. But
no, it was built like an
apartment
because
it's one person.
A common room, and it was like a little house with
like
a
one
kitchen.
bedroom. It had a kitchen and shit like that.
But it had 4 bedrooms.
Oh, and you lived there by yourself?
No, I didn't have a roommate though. I had my own room.
Oh. I thought you lived in an apartment by yourself.
Roommates with Dan, like an actual room. I could live in the same house with him.
Damn, what the fuck's that noise?
Literally.
What? It just stops for a minute.
Dip cups and fucking tissues all over the fucking room.
Yeah, I used to have the girls on my track team come and clean up all my dip bottles. It was crazy.
And then you just sat there fucking masturbating.
This wasn't like a proud time of my life. Like, it was not good. No. I had a little bit of freedom and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I just, ruined my life.
Classic Dan.
I feel like we got to get in the top 5. We're going nowhere quick.
All right, yeah, our top 5.
Runaway Train.
Anything else?
This is like the 3rd or 4th food top 5 that I've had on.
That's all we do with
episode. You. I know.
Our top 5.
Did you bring chips?
Yes, I did. Do you want to do that now?
Should we do that now before the top 5?
Sure. Our top 5s. Our top 5s are catered towards our guests.
Yeah.
So Dan gets a lot of food ones.
Don't look.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
All right.
So Dan,
Dan's annual chip tasting.
You should get this right away because it's a very distinct flavor. Here you go, Evan.
Dan, explain the game.
All right. So
explain the game.
almost every time.
What is the name of the game?
Almost every time I'm here, we play Guess That Chip Flavor. And Ryan, you gotta reach, bud.
I didn't want to look at sometimes
it's empty.
Sometimes you can see like the color of it, and you know you get a little.
I know what this is.
So I spend a lot of time at 7-Eleven and Wawa, and they always have these new chips, different chip flavors. So
it tastes stronger than the smell.
Me and Evan used to do this when we worked together, and we kind of just kept it going. You want another one?
Some kind of I'll take another one. It's some kind of like a vinegar.
I've never tried this, so I don't even know what it tastes like.
The hint of lime is so strong.
So that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say lime first.
It's almost like margarita, but you can't make a chip of margarita, so it's like.
I was gonna say lime first, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's a little bit of vinegar.
Cilantro and lime.
It does kind of taste like a margarita, and that's some shit that they'll do now with.
This might help. It's Lay's. It's a real. It's a legit. Like brand,
okay,
not some 7-Eleven knockoff that would make.
Not rap.
That's what I was gonna say because
Little Romeo's barbecue chips.
It's fucked up. Little Romeo's an artist, man. So that's what we were talking about earlier. How chip brands
I can't wait
are
to get
becoming
the camera on your shoes.
Chip brands are becoming like, they're becoming like the craft beers of chips. As I'm spit my chip out of my fucking and they're coming out with so many stupid flavors. So something like a margarita would make sense for these stupid brands. But I feel like Lay's isn't going to do something like that.
Do we have the fucking video on? Because every time I'm here, you forget to hit the fucking video.
Oh, it's on.
All right, good.
So we got all your reactions. What's the chip? Something hint of lime. Cilantro and lime. Lay's.
Limon.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I actually like it.
I guess it's just lime.
Isn't lemon Spanish for
lime?
I thought lemon was Spanish for lemon, but there's a picture of a lime. It's definitely a picture of a lime.
And it's
green. It's a green bag.
Lay's is not culturally appropriate.
I mean, maybe it's. I don't know what Spanish. I'm assuming it's Spanish for lime.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that the only one you brought?
Yeah, I didn't buy a fucking whole aisle of chips.
Okay. I like that one. That was a good chip.
Whatever, dude. You bring one fucking bag of chips? Jesus Christ.
Well, you brought these bullshit Airhead gummies that Rye's been eating like a fucking kid.
Dude, they're good. They're like the best.
They're not that good.
Ever. Right, they make my top five.
We're out of here.
Here we go. Our top five tonight is.
Nah, take it away, Dan.
No,
wait, hold on. We got to do the whole. Okay, hold on.
Welcome to the Garage with friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. Get all of our gear on mancavecomplex.com.
It's nice. They're comfy. They're soft.
Sorry, I was swallowing a pretzel. Very unprofessional. Maybe one day. It's episode 81. Maybe I'll figure it out. To my left, as always, Mr. Ryan Ricketts.
Hey, guys.
And across from us, the reigning, defending guest of the year, Mr. Dan Penis!
Yo. What's up?
And now our... I hate when people say that. So the fact that I just said, edit that out. There's going to be
right now. I'll wait.
There's going to be a lot edited.
This episode is going to be 20 minutes long because everything we said is just fucking inappropriate.
Very inappropriate. So our top five tonight. You're not going to like this one. Top 5 foods you absolutely hate. Now, you guys characterize it any way you want. Is it a meal? Something your mom makes that you're just like, oh, I love it, but really I hate it. Is it a side? Is it something? Is it an ingredient that you just fucking hate?
Yeah. So mine's all a bunch of mix of that.
Yeah, and I tried to do some that like a lot of people like,
Same.
that I hate because obviously you can. I hate fucking pigs' assholes.
Yeah.
Like okay, so does everyone else.
Yeah.
You ever have a pig's
factor.
asshole?
Right.
Yeah. But I tried to make it
right
popular foods. Some of them at least popular.
Because there's a lot of foods I dislike, but like I can eat if somebody present. Like if you go over to a dinner party, and you're like, oh, I made so and so, and you're just like, oh,
right. Some stuff you're gonna.
Like I think lasagna's overrated, but like if someone made lasagna, like I'll eat it.
Wow, I love lasagna.
Especially if you didn't eat. Especially you get a little meat in there.
And it also depends on like how it's
sure
cooked or how it's prepared. You know,
a dry vegetable is gross.
Right. Sauteing garlic and butter, give me that.
Awesome.
Give me that.
Right. Don't boil asparagus.
Right.
Put it in the fucking oven and bake it or saute it. So I get it.
Wrap that bitch in bacon.
Like, I don't want to grab.
Yeah, buddy.
A fucking asparagus and
wiggle.
Wiggle. Dan, you're number 5.
My number 5
foods you absolutely hate
is quoting Fergie, bananas, bananas.
Oh, interesting.
Can't eat them.
Pretty sure it's Gwen Stefani, but
sure, probably. I don't know. Was it Gwen Stefani? Off to
Fergie? Is it Gwen Stefani?
I thought it was like Fergie. I thought it was Black Eyed Peas.
This shit is bananas. Yeah, it's Gwen Stefani.
Black Eyed Peas.
I'm pretty sure it's.
Are you guys retarded?
Maybe. No. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
keep going.
I could be.
Why not?
Whoa. Whoa. I didn't say the N-word, okay? Whoa.
Why don't you like them?
The texture. And this is a theme in a lot of mine.
Yes.
Is the fucking texture. I don't know if it's just me, but like certain types of foods, certain textures of foods make me gag.
Yep.
And I can't even get them down my throat. Really?
Absolutely.
No. He was definitely Gwen Stefani. Just to put
was it?
Just to clear out the air.
It was Gwen?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn it. I'm an idiot.
Me too, man.
So
I was right there with you.
I think it has something to do with like the shape of a penis, soft fucking.
The best foods are the shape of penises.
You're right, actually. Cucumbers,
popsicles, hot dogs,
hoagies,
sausages. I could go on for days.
I don't know who calls him a hero. It's not like you're chomping on Batman's fucking calf here.
So bananas are soft and mushy.
Yeah, soft, mushy. I can't even tell you if I don't think I've ever eaten one since I was like maybe 8 years old.
What about a frozen banana? Like what about
the chocolate?
No, the flavor of banana.
See, like
strawberry banana
cake.
No, I don't like bananas. But the main reason is the texture and then also the flavor. I'm not a big fan. Mushy.
I'm not crazy about the flavor. I can eat a banana just because like I know it's like something I would need like if we're doing a race that I can't.
Potassium, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying like Chelsea will get like a banana like flavored ice cream. I'm like never.
No.
Right, not just banana. Strawberry banana be my go-to.
Obviously.
Basic.
Yeah.
But like nothing on top. Smoothie.
Right.
I can do banana smoothie.
Strawberry banana.
But like a banana now and later, like
no.
Go fuck
banana.
yourself.
I don't hate banana, but it's
yellow's
never
the worst kind.
It's never my first choice. No.
Right.
So
yeah.
I definitely understand.
Right.
I should pull up my list.
You're up next, so I would think.
Who my number?
Not me. Not
Look
me.
at us.
Look at us.
My number 5, and I didn't know it was more local than it is everywhere else.
Oh wow.
But Scrapple. Don't say, "Oh wow."
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I'm intrigued.
Is that possible?
You
just
don't
go
like
around.
Scrapple, huh?
I don't like Scrapple. It's just like I don't even know what the fuck it is. First off,
nobody does. That's the intrigue.
Nobody does. It gets
Give
the people
me the
going.
Sausage. I don't want to know what's in it.
Right. I'm gonna choose just about every other breakfast meat over Scrapple.
Okay.
Sausage, ham.
Yeah, I like ham.
Turkey sausage, like
easy.
Bacon.
Turkey
Don't matter.
Sausage, huh?
Don't matter.
You been to Begelotti?
Yeah.
Love it.
The best.
Great bagels.
Yeah.
You haven't been there yet.
You haven't been there?
I haven't been there for breakfast food.
You just get the
fuck did you get?
gelati.
I went like
when
for
I was ice cream.
Yeah, I was like visiting my parents or something like that.
I got you.
They're right around the corner. But yeah, Scrapple. It's like I said. It's just a square piece of shit.
Yeah, basically.
People who love Scrapple.
Yeah, and a lot of times they like it.
They
like it like crispy and burnt and
You gotta rub it in flour and shit.
Oh my god, it's so
I don't dislike it. Like I could eat it, but like I said, it's the same as like a banana. Like I like it. I'll never order it. I'll never order anything banana. I'll never order Scrapple.
Yeah.
I like it, but
Scrapple, it's not good.
To each their own, I guess.
Yeah.
I had a bagel sandwich yesterday. Guess what I fucking got? The only place I've seen that makes this. Chorizo egg and cheese.
Ooh.
It was fucking flamingo. Flambe.
Fuego.
Fuego.
It was a flamingo. I had a flamingo feather on my.
What?
Just
where
feathering.
At?
Just
where
feathering. The place is called K&A Bagel on 70 in Cherry Hill.
Nice.
Yep. So there's that.
Holler.
So
nice.
That's about it.
My number 5. Beets.
You fucking Dwight Schrute. Who eats beets?
Beets, my father. Now listen. So beets were always in the house, and it really pissed me off.
Dr. Dre's
really?
pissed.
Because
Your dad had beets?
My dad loves them. He puts them on his salads, and
No
we'll drink
way.
like beet juice and shit. I'm like, what are you, fucking nut?
That's
So-
crazy.
So the thing about beets is like they kind of look like cranberry sauce, like the canned cranberry sauce. Not the same color.
Which is also gross, so add that to the list.
Especially when it comes out with like the ripples from the can.
It's still in
And
the
it comes
full
out,
shape.
it's like, you're just like, oh my
That's
god.
that's how you know where to cut it. The ripples.
But
of
like
the
I can
can.
eat cranberry sauce out of the can.
Yeah.
When you see the
With a
beets,
spoon.
you see the beets, you're like, all right, maybe
Out of
it's.
the can.
You're just like, all right, maybe. And then you try it, you're just like, this should be banned.
I don't know if I've ever had beets, to be
I
honest
don't
with
think
you.
I have either.
It's dry.
And that's probably that's probably why I've never had it, because
Like,
it's not.
beets?
I've never
It should
even
be like
seen
a dry
them.
wine beets.
I've never even seen beets.
And it feels like a bag of sand. Hold up, dude.
Bag of sand.
Hold up, dude. You a virgin? I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, fucking beets, dude. Like,
How do I make this longer? I don't.
come on,
beets
man.
suck. Next.
Beets suck. Next.
Okay. My number 4. We were talking about this earlier. Water chestnuts.
See,
Dude, go
now,
fuck yourself.
nah,
if
I
you
gotta
like water
disagree.
chestnuts.
I gotta disagree.
Bro, I don't know what it was. Like, I think my dad used to make like frozen vegetables with our dinners.
Stir fry.
Yeah, but like they come like assorted vegetables, and
Oh,
they're in those
yeah.
fucking assorted vegetables. And I remember like, oh, what the fuck is this little silver little medallion? And you eat it, and it just tastes like fucking chalk. Like the fucking taste.
Really?
And
They're
the-
like juicy. What brand was he buying?
water chestnuts.
Yeah. I think you're
What?
confused.
I think you're confused, my
No,
guy.
dude. I make
Hey, Jack.
I make stir fries on the red.
Look here, pal.
No, maybe the frozen ones are different, but like they don't have any taste.
No, they
And-
don't have a taste. It's more of a texture crunch.
Yeah, no, gross. It tastes like fucking chalk.
It's not communion.
No, that's exactly what it is.
No.
Priest, huh? You just don't like them.
You're all in on
They're
this
not
priest
called
thing.
water communions.
We're so bad.
This is out of control.
We're so bad at
It's
this.
straight out of control. I'm gonna go ahead and skip
ahead.
the rest
This
of your
is gonna be
the rest of your comments.
Record fast.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Well, my number 4. You're not gonna like this. Chili.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah,
Wow.
fair enough. No, fair enough.
What?
I'm not.
Any kind?
What is chili made of?
Beans,
I don't like
meat,
beans.
ground beef, chilies.
Tomato sauce.
Stop at beans. Stop it, guys. Stop at
You
beans.
got it on the first one.
You guessed right.
Okay. So why don't you just say
don't-
beans?
Well, because
I really like beans.
I'm
I
trying
really
to
love
expand.
chili.
I'm trying to expand.
It needs to be spicy though. Some people,
Oh, yeah.
because chili could be so easily dull.
What if it's nuclear?
Thermonuclear.
Ooh.
We should retry hot ones.
We should.
That was a
was-
nightmare.
It was.
That
As long as we
wasn't-
don't do that last one that we did.
What was?
I
which one
thought I
was
was.
that?
I thought
The
I was gonna
bomb?
fucking die.
Dude.
The
that-
bomb. I literally felt like I had the flu. I had to wrap myself in a blanket.
That bottle of hot sauce is sitting in my work fridge, and every time a new employee comes in, I make them try it.
The bomb?
The bomb, dude. They have to go home. Like they go, they leave work. I'm dying laughing. They're all just like, "What
They're like-
the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Ah, sucker, you fucking idiot." Dude,
I'm like,
it's
I don't have
so-
PTO yet. I gotta go home.
It's just sitting there in
Dude,
our fucking
The
work
bomb's
fridge.
not even the hottest. Like, the hottest one is like the hot ones.
Last Stab.
But that's good.
It's
like
good.
it has a good flavor.
I was gonna say it's not
Zombie Apocalypse was good flavor.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that it's hot.
Battery acid.
It's not the fact that it's hot. It's also the taste of it.
Oh my god.
I was in the bathroom because I thought I was going to throw up.
But that's bad.
But I didn't want to throw up. I was praying to God that I didn't
God.
throw up because to have that all come back up, it would just made it so much worse.
There were so many.
Instantly sweating.
We were in the living room.
All of us.
Me, you,
sitting
Joe,
there like,
Chelsea, you. We were shivering. I was shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sweating at the same time.
So we must have put too much on because them on the show, like they don't cave the way.
Oh,
I mean,
soaked them.
but I'm saying we had to do it so much worse. Like
I don't think we did. I thought we
there's
just
no way that them guys can just sit there and eat that.
No way.
unless you got a bad batch. Maybe you had a little bit.
I understand the heat. Like we can live with the heat.
Yeah.
But
that
like I
tasted
felt
like
sick.
fucking
Battery acid.
bleach.
It did. It was straight battery acid.
Yeah.
bleach.
That was so potent.
Yeah.
Fucking bleach.
Anyway. Oh, so chili.
Yeah, so chili. And it's mostly because I don't really like beans.
Okay.
Navy bean soup's one of my faves.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had a chili that you liked or no?
Well, I don't really like
You don't
beans,
really
so
eat it.
I'm gonna kind of stay away from it.
Right.
Again, it's something.
Texture of the beans,
If it's yeah,
mushy.
yeah,
Yeah.
but also like can still pop.
Sounds
And you're
like
like,
a little zit in your mouth.
yeah,
I like
it's
that.
weird. I don't like it.
beans.
I don't like
beans
it.
a lot.
I don't get beans in any of my Mexican food.
No.
Hold beans. Does it come pre-made with beans?
Oof.
Nah.
My number
Chili.
4, raw sushi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like sushi, but I like it cooked.
Okay.
Like I like the shrimp tempura. I like crab. Well, crab can kind of be raw, but you know what I mean. But like I hate when they just like, oh, here's your tuna roll, and the tuna is like
Still moving.
it's just I don't even know what color tuna is, but it's just sitting there like a chunk of tuna. And you're like, dude, it's cold.
It
and
makes
shit.
me nervous.
It does. It makes me nervous.
And I'm sure they prepared it the right way. They're professionals.
Here's your salmon roll, and you're just like, oh, dude, I put my salmon in the oven and shit. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, for like 15 minutes too.
At least
Not
sear
like-
the sides or something. Like, I can't have this.
It makes me nervous. I don't want to be throwing up and shit myself all night, and I probably
Especially
won't.
from fish.
Again, I probably won't. But just in my head, I'm like, if I even look at that, I'm gonna be.
But like,
sick.
I like sushi though. Like, you know what I mean? We get the crab roll, but like avocado, the soy sauce, this, that. I don't even care about the little what's the little egg-looking things? Caviar.
I forget what that's called.
What is that called?
Caviar is
I
a
don't know.
thing.
What caviar?
Caviar is a thing.
Roche or something.
Roche, whatever.
Roche.
But you know what I mean. But like raw sushi,
There it is.
freaks me out.
Also, like the the texture, like it's just slimy going down your throat, like.
Dude, if you bite into like, well, shrimp can't be raw, but it's not all the way cooked. Where like you bite and it's like Chelsea
It's
loves
like
shrimp,
eating bugs.
but it's like a
Right, like a
but like
grub.
it's like
Yeah.
a hard bite where you're just like, and like that pop sound, and you're just like, oh man, like
Yeah.
I don't know about this.
Oh,
Yeah, but
man.
also like you said, the rawness where it's like, I feel like I shouldn't bite it. Like
Yeah.
I just have to quickly get it down
It's
my
like
throat.
a Jello shot without the sweetness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I gotta quickly get it down my throat, and then you're like, this is good.
What do you think a girl feels like when there's cum in her mouth?
Ooh. Yeah, I that's how I know I could never.
Yeah,
be,
raw sushi
I
is
could
crazy.
never be gay because like I have trouble.
Well, just so you know, he didn't even cum in her. How do you know that? Because she's scared of semen.
Oh God, my number 3.
Let's
You.
move
I feel
on.
like that sometimes when you get like a big mouthful of like yogurt, you're just like,
Yeah. Oh, yogurt should be on my list, but it's not.
Actually, I'm a big fan of yogurt.
Same thing. I'm a big texture guy. That's why my number 3 is. Wow, it's an avocado.
Really?
Yeah, not a fan. I don't even like guac.
Ev apparently is a huge fan because he brought up guac
Yeah.
a couple times, and the way you said avocado a minute ago,
He
you
loves
won
guac.
the fucking.
I love
loves
guac and I love avocado.
I don't.
Okay.
It's like
The texture.
Yeah, I'm not a
though.
huge fan of it
same-
either.
And it for me it's-
Overpriced, of course, but
I don't know. It doesn't really have a taste. It's just like green mush for me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it almost puts me off more how much people like it.
Exactly. Like
okay.
And you're
no,
like, it's not
I
that
can
good.
get behind
Relax.
that. Because I hate when people like shit. I can get behind that.
Now, like, I'm sure, like, I've had some good guac, but, like, if you're going to give me guac, it better either be, like, super fucking spicy or, like, have some crazy shit in there because avocado just doesn't have a great taste.
You ever do when it's, like, 99% just avocado and you're like,
yeah, I'm like,
does anybody else taste anything? Or?
Where's the onion and the cilantro and the tomato?
Right, there's nothing in this? Or...
Yeah, like, it just tastes like baby food. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, does it have more of a taste?
What?
To you? Avocado?
Avocado by itself, like I don't make like avocado toast or anything. I'm a guac guy.
Yeah.
But say like I'll get like
avocado in your sushi.
Oh, for sure. But like
that has other flavors in it.
And like a burger, like I'll do like they have a lot of them on the list, like the California burgers or something like where they put slices of avocado. It's a good complement to
something else.
You know, like onion and like a spicy mayo and shit. Like it gives you more of that. But, like, I'm not going to just open up an avocado and eat it. I could, but I understand what you're saying, like the mushy.
Yeah.
You have to zest it up.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like a bland mashed potato.
Pretty much. It's like a different type of potato. Like, right. Like, if you're going to open it up, you better salt and pepper it and maybe.
Right.
See, I like hot sauce on everything, too, so it makes it better.
You can throw some hot sauce on it.
Hot sauce is going to make it all better.
For sure.
Know?
Mm-hmm.
A little salt, pepper, and hot sauce never hurt anybody.
Never hurt me.
That is
It's never hurt me.
No. My number 3 is a drink. Coffee.
Oh, you communist.
What are you doing?
You're a fucking commie, bro.
Have we heard his list right?
I can't believe
Chili and coffee?
Back to back.
I can't do coffee cake.
The C's. The C's.
I can't do coffee cake.
Do someone hard, like coffee cake. I can't do coffee cake.
Hold up a screen and I'll smear shit all over it.
You're right, Dad. Sonny was right. Workman is a sucker.
Coffee's the smell, the taste is bitter.
What?
I feel like it's one of those. I feel like it's one of those things that like people are pretending to like, and then they drink it so much that they're like, all right, I actually like this now. Yeah, and they're addicted.
Yeah.
Like they're like forcing it down. They're forcing it down, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, well, I gotta get coffee.
I absolutely love coffee.
I wake up with a fucking pounding headache until I drink a cup of coffee.
Like that's a problem.
I don't have a pounding headache, but like I enjoy going to Starbucks, getting a fucking nice, cool coffee. I'll try different. Let me get the flat white almond something.
Right? Do you get like a lot of crazy shit in it? Okay.
I do a venti cold brew with just cream. It's my go-to.
Okay.
And I do just black coffee. And if I didn't have that in the morning, I don't think I could go to work every day. Like that's what I look forward to. Like
coffee and cigarettes, dude.
It's sitting there. Yeah, it's sitting there in my cup holder in my truck on my way to work. So let it cool down just the right amount. By the time I get to work, I sit down. Just fucking drink my coffee.
That's a kicker, man. Don't let it cool down. Sue them. Fuck it.
I bet you the screwball would be good in coffee.
What are you talking about? I make my own.
Sue it.
Sue myself. I'm getting sued right now. Did you guys know that? From the fucking car accident I was in 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we talk about it?
I can't. My lawyer told me not to. Never mind. Sorry. Fucking crazy, though. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Can't wait. Coffee, though.
Edit it.
Coffee is...
That's good. I mean, I respect you for not, like, conforming to the masses.
When I look at you, I see, I'm like, oh, here comes another tea guy.
No, I don't drink tea
Herbal tea.
So you have no caffeine during the day?
You don't like green tea? Green tea's
You're
nice.
just, like, free-balling life?
I'd free ball. A little bit of water and call it a day.
Why are you in such bad shape, then?
Why you look like shit?
I'm confused.
Oh, my God. That's great.
Imagine what I'd be like if I did eat or drink coffee.
Jesus.
Eat coffee. But even the like flavored stuff, like coffee flavored ice cream or something like
cakes.
that. No, dude, coffee. I'll fuck with a coffee cake.
Dude,
let me tell you that. I'll fuck with one.
Coffee ice cream is phenomenal.
Right. See, I don't like the taste of coffee.
All right.
Whether it's in liquid form or ice cream or cake form or
how about things that are close to coffee? How about like a Guinness, like a Irish car bomb where you're doing a little bit of Guinness and Baileys? Because Baileys doesn't taste like coffee, but you have that.
But it reminds you of coffee.
Because you can, like me, one of my favorite things is me and my dad when we go to Grand Lux. Grand Lux is a great place for dinner. Like if my family has
breakfast or lunch is fucking awesome.
Brunch, it's the best place.
Phenomenal.
So like if we have anything like good to celebrate, oh yeah, fuck it, we're going to Grand Lux, and I don't get dessert. But I look at my dad, I'm like, let's get some good coffee. So you get like a Jameson coffee or like they'll put a little bit of Bailey's in there.
Okay.
A little bit of whipped cream on the top.
Nice.
That's my dessert.
I like it.
Like my mom gets that like big chocolate ball that you have to order right when you get there.
Cool.
Like you have to order
it takes
that
like
before
fucking 45 minutes.
And then she pops it and it's just like fucking. Everybody serves that. I mean, it's hard to pass up cheesecake. Like if Chelsea will get cheesecake, I'm getting a fucking scoop of cheesecake. But like I won't order one for myself. But that coffee with the Baileys and the cream.
I don't know. For me, coffee's like a romantic thing. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel...
I like routine.
Yeah, me too. And it makes me feel like...
warm and fuzzy.
It makes me feel blue collar and like a man, too.
Yeah,
when everyone's sitting around drinking. Like, now that it's the winter. In the summer, you're kind of like, you don't have to whatever. You're on the fly.
Right, I'll drink a Monster.
Right. But I'll have coffee all year, but I'm like, the day starts quicker in the summer. Because,
right.
So, in the winter, it's fucking 20 degrees out. You have to start your truck... It takes 25 minutes. Or all of our work trucks take a while. So, and nothing's a huge. Not saying we don't work, but I'm saying it's not a huge rush to get to something
in the winter.
Right.
In the winter because it takes time. Like everything's got to warm up. You got to start some equipment up. You'll fuck it up if you don't. So say like whatever a half hour, but like everyone sits in the circle and starts fucking shooting the shit, coffees and stuff. And I don't like.
Do you have coffee at work or like?
I bring mine. They do have a K machine, but like I never bring my own K cups.
Oh, so they won't buy K cups for you. You can bring your own.
Yeah, you can bring your own. There's a K cup machine there, but our one of our new bosses usually brings in like donuts and coffee. I think he's trying to brown nose with everybody. Brings in, I'm down with it.
Yeah.
He brings in coffee and donuts for like the last couple of Fridays. I was like, I can do with this. I can do it.
That's nice.
Let me get a donut.
I don't eat the donuts because I'm an athlete, like I said, but you better believe.
It's not where your stomach
says.
You
just say didn't you just say you were in ketosis?
I'm in ketosis. Clearly, look at me.
I'm
down 8 pounds. That's all I know.
Good for you. Nice.
I was 238. I'm 230. By the time spring league starts,
I'll be a clean 180.
I want to be 220 at least. So that's another 2 months.
2
another
months?
10 pounds?
Yeah, you're good.
Right. So don't set your expectations too high. If I'm under 220, then I'm winning.
Right.
That's a lot because like even like 220 is a good size, but like I said, I have muscle on me. But like from the go to 238 to 220, that's 18 pounds. 18 pounds is like a fucking lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm with you. Coffee though, my number 3.
I like that. I'm good. Good for you.
That means Ev's up.
I know. I was taking a nice sip.
Cleanse my palate.
My 3 through 1. That's hard to say, isn't it? 3 through 1.
Free throw.
My 3 through 1 can all be my 1. Or I can mix and match, so I'm just going to...
You're just going to pick one?
My number 3 is olives. There's nothing I like about olives.
Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah, I'll jump
Don't put them in my shit.
My number 2's
the
olives.
only thing I can deal with is if block
8.
Come on, Ev, get your shit together. You have a fucking couple screwball shots and you can't talk.
Blasted.
The black olives on like a taco dip. I can survive with.
Right.
I can survive with.
I'll
scoop around them.
But also, if you can order it without that,
done.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Like for a taco dip to have black olives doesn't make sense because I eat tacos twice a week.
Never once seen a fucking.
I never have olives with my tacos.
Right.
But like people who drink martinis and you see them sucking off the olives on their like my dad's.
You know, like I got three olives.
Human being. Some of the shit like he'll just sit there and like
your whole top 5 is just shit that your dad loves and you hate.
Well, that's the thing. Like me growing up, him forcing me to eat stuff,
right?
And it's not good. Like green olives. Like him and my sister would just eat them like toothpick out of the thing. I'm like, even if it's with a martini, at least it makes sense. But like my dad doesn't even drink anymore, so it's like.
He's just eating olives.
But I'm saying like I'll throw them on a salad. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Chelsea loves olives.
What?
But like, what do olives go on? What do they go on? I never see olives on pizzas.
Dude,
what do olives go on? Like salads is.
Yeah, salads and like you said, taco dip.
Honestly, no. There is like those frozen pizzas. The deluxe ones have black olives. I'll literally take off all the olives before I put them.
You gotta do it frozen.
You gotta do it frozen.
Yeah,
I've learned that.
But like I've never been to a pizza place. We'll go to Nick's and they're fucking their glass thing is huge of just pies that they made all day. There's no olives on any pizzas.
Because they tried that and no one ordered it, so they were like, we just wasted the whole pizza.
It's so strong, the taste of it. Like raw onion is strong. I used to hate onions. I love onions now. Yeah. But like a raw onion on like a hoagie I can do. Fried onions on anything.
I was gonna say fried onions.
are delicious.
The raw onions is.
But right, I can understand it because the taste lasts for a
while. On a
hoagie,
I could deal with it.
But especially when they're real thin.
Yeah.
When they dice them up real thin, and it's almost like you can't tell if it's lettuce or onion.
Right,
I
love that. Yeah.
But like, the taste of olive is so strong.
Yep.
Not for me. Olives are ass.
Both green and black.
All olives. Yeah.
Yeah. My next one is olives.
How about this? If you're on a date, babe, you're with a babe.
Yeah.
Say she's a little bit older, because I feel like this would be older.
Okay.
Dan, I'm going to set a scenario for you.
All right, here we go.
Paint a picture.
She's 37, divorced, but she's in shape.
Ooh.
Like a good 37.
Oh, yeah.
She teaches yoga twice a week.
Ooh,
She's
teaches it. Doesn't go. She teaches it.
She's in good shape. She's nice. She had a divorce. He wasn't for him. They have a kid. So there's still a little drama, but...
She got money?
You meet her out at...
She's a yoga teacher. Huh?
You meet her out at Grand Lux. At the bar, not a table.
Wait, so this was like a date, or Dan showed up and she was...
on a date to meet her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You swiped right, she swiped right.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. She's at the bar. Now, see, Dan's a bad example because he's sober, so this isn't going to work. But, so you walk up and she's drinking a martini. She has a couple olives.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hi, I'm over here. Are you Dan? Hey, Dan, hey, what's up? Jess? I don't know her name.
Nice.
Her name's Jess. She's drinking a martini. She's almost done. Oh, let me get you another martini. Let's sit here and blah, blah, blah. Just say you have to get one.
Right.
Because you're going to order what she's drinking, because that's like the thing to do. I mean,
I'll have what she's having.
I'll probably
I'd
get a beer, but like, let me get a beer and a martini, whatever. Because a martini's nothing but a huge shot.
Right.
But you hate olives, and you see her eating the olives. Is she going to taste nasty making out with her? That's what you're thinking in your head.
Right.
But, but like, you're drinking the martini and you don't like olives. Do you play the game and just like put one in your mouth off the Q-tip, or you like, do you give her the olives, or do you just order a completely different drink?
I would probably order the martini, take the olives out, and be like, hey, I know we just met, but like, open wide, I'll feed you this olive.
Here comes the airplane.
Suck on this olive, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so.
Date's going well.
You said, hold on. You said bitch, though.
Yeah.
Some chicks like that. Why did we... That was the longest...
Would you eat olives
I
on
probably
a date?
would. Like, I would probably just man up and fucking eat it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would really matter. Like,
they put them in Bloody Marys, too.
See, I wouldn't... There's a talking point. Boom.
Yeah.
I don't like olives. You like olives? Oh.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like, that's something easy to disagree on that you're not going to get mad at each other.
That's true. Right. It's not like...
You'll be like, I'm not an olive guy.
Right.
I like these olives. These olives are gross.
Can I get 3 Miller Lights for myself? And she'll get a...
bucket of olives.
Do you guys have a funnel back there? Or?
Honestly, the reason why this is my number 2, I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. I was at this fucking family party. One of like my brother's friends, they're like pretty well-to-do people, whatever. So I was like probably 8 or 9.
I know who they are.
You do. Yeah, 100%.
I know exactly who they are.
Yeah. And I'm like, little kid fucking scouring the
hell of a
table.
way to describe somebody. Well-to-do people.
Well-to-do people.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wish I could be a well-to-do person one day.
That's my goal.
So I'm looking at the assortment of fucking food on this table, and I'm like, ooh, a tray full of grapes.
Nah.
And I fucking grab what I thought was a grape, put it in my mouth, and I swear to God, I fucking almost cried. It was the grossest fucking thing I've ever put in my mouth.
And your parents were like, shut up and chew it.
Yeah, like, you fucking don't embarrass
these people are well-to-do.
Yeah, and it was a black olive, and I feel like they're worse than fucking green olives. And it was just,
I feel like they are. I don't have no proof, but I feel like
velvety. I don't know, dude. Don't give me that. No, thank you. That was my number 2, olives.
Oh, so I'm up.
Yeah.
And we're on number 2?
Yeah.
My number 2 are... it's a combination because they're very similar. Clams and oysters. They're kind of similar.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just... They're just...
Slimy?
Boogers.
Yeah.
Like it's...
Oh, yeah.
And their work... I mean, I guess if you...
I'll tell you during the break. What?
If you go to a place that has good ones, and they're all shucked, and it's nice, and it's easy, and you can grab it and slurp it up, but like that's what you do. You slurp it. Like it's anything that you slurp.
That's like a
outside
loogie.
of a Slurpee.
It's like a loogie. That's what I don't like. That's that whole semen texture again.
Right.
Again, and again, it's kind of like the raw.
Semen.
Yeah.
Raw
semen. But the raw sushi is kind of the same, along the same lines. I mean, sushi has a little bit more of a punch to it. It's not as loogie-like.
Yeah, it has some fucking form to it.
Right. But the fact that not everyone, a lot of people love clams. Oh, you ever try the oysters here? Oh my God. No, I didn't, and I'm not going to. Because they're gross, and you're gross for recommending them.
I could definitely...
I no longer respect your opinion on things.
I understand
I can't trust your opinions anymore. I no longer am going to associate you with anything being right. You're done.
See, I like clams, but not oysters.
Because I feel like chowder.
There's a little difference.
Right.
Like, I could eat fucking a bucket of clams. Not a bucket, but like a bowl.
I'm a big bucket of clams guy.
You guys got a 5-pound bucket back there?
Bushel of clams.
Bucket of clams.
But, like, you go to Chickies and, like, clams in the red sauce. I can fuck with that. You know what I mean? Mussels. They do both.
Mussels look like little vaginas. Everybody was saying it.
Oh, shit.
Let me get the mussels in the period sauce. That's mussels in red.
Oh, man.
And cranberry juice. Are you on your period?
What is it, your period?
Nice. Oh, you guys seen that movie?
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's mostly
texture.
It's texture of stuff that you don't like. Yeah. But it's just, and I don't even like looking at them. Like, they look gross. We got to switch seeds, dog. I don't know.
How about cooked clams, though, as long as it's not raw?
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Because they have, like, those, like, Clams Casino, like the fried one. They're nice, and they're a little breaded.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
like
I guess the shell.
Like, some people have clam strips. They're pretty good.
I guess the shell, like, in the shell, the ones that they serve you in the shell.
You can move it and it's jiggling and shit. Like, nah, come on, dude. What's that, a jellyfish? What's that, semen? What's that fucking...
Yeah.
A loogie?
It's got, like, amniotic fluid in there. It's like, what the fuck?
Amniotic fluid? My number two is nothing but...
Stupid, yeah.
Oh, shit. What'd I do, right?
You moved the cameras. Where's Ryan's head?
Nobody's watching this for my head.
My number two is, the taste is one thing, but it's like so ethical for me. Veal is so inappropriate.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I thought you were like a big outdoorsman.
Yeah, but veal's not anything to do with outdoorsman. Isn't?
A baby cow.
Yeah, like they're like stuck in like cages and shit, so they don't grow.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's unacceptable. Veal.
Okay.
Veal's unacceptable. Like I'll go
more because of the social.
It's just unacceptable. I understand how like factory farming's bad, but like I'll eat meat all day. Like we had the girls on the Purdy and Jen and all them talking about it. Like I understand like chicken's all cooped up and like I'll stab a pig. There's so many pigs like.
I'll stab pig.
I'm not even talking about eating them. I just want to stab them and then I'll walk away.
Like the world's overpopulated with pigs and like deer and shit. Like there's meat to go around. I understand like the belts of like cows and stuff. Like beef is bad and stuff, but like veal's unacceptable. Like veal's not even a real animal. Like that's just unacceptable.
Right, and it's not because of the taste. It's because of
I'm sure it is good, but like that's so fucked up that like that's a thing that you can. Like, come on, man. There's plenty of cows.
Right,
like,
but I'm saying for you.
Yeah. It's more the ethical thing. Like, veal's unacceptable.
Okay.
Like,
I got you.
Wow, I respect
make me feel
that.
make me feel like a dick.
Yeah, I love veal.
Veal's good. I mean, I don't order it a lot.
Yeah, me neither.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So veal's on the menu. So there's veal, beef, and chicken. Like, you're
like
really
I'm probably
gonna
getting chicken.
You're really gonna go with the veal.
Veal's probably third on the list.
Yeah.
On that list.
Chicken parm, beef, and then veal.
Well, the beef is steak, so
right.
It's going to be
steak parm,
chicken parm, a chicken or a steak marsala or whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. What are you going to do with the veal? I remember we were out one time. My dad's like, "Oh, I'm thinking about getting the veal." I said, "I'll leave." I'm like, "What are you doing? There's so much food here to eat. Why are you going to order the fucking veal?"
Right. It was more like if I went to somebody's house and they made veal or something like that.
Yeah, you're not going to be disrespectful, of course. Oh, I made veal parm. You're just like, ah, fuck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I would do that. I'd be like, okay, cool. Like I think it's.
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's part of it. Like I'm not like, well, fuck those baby cows.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, it's. Jesus.
R3. I sunk your battleship.
But and like I said, I'm probably not going to order it.
Dan hasn't showered in 2 days either, too, so you know that fart's just going to be fucking
lingering. We're going to come back in here next Wednesday, and it's still going to be like that.
That fucking candle.
Put it under your ass.
You're just gonna see
Don't it? You're going to light this house on fire.
Air start to fucking
thermonuclear.
Dan, you're up. Number one? Did we do number ones yet?
Sweating, bro. This is my number one.
Yeah.
This is going to be very controversial. Mashed potatoes.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like you put a fucking scoop in your mouth, and I feel like my mouth is getting glued shut. I'm like, I automatically,
especially if they're real dry.
I literally automatically go like I gag. I can't fucking physically
garlic
eat.
Mash.
I can't do it. Like unless it's like a chunky potato, like mashed potato, where it's got some. Like,
I like chunky mash.
Some bite
I do
to
like
it.
A little
yeah.
bit.
But like growing up, my dad used to fucking whip the mashed potatoes in a fucking whipper or
okay.
Like whippersnapper.
What are those things called? A fucking. Jesus Christ. Have your flagged, bro. You're done. You can't have the sponsor anymore.
My baby's awake. That's it. I'm divorced.
What's that called? A fucking
like the cake mixer thing?
Yeah. What are they called?
I don't know.
It's a batter. Something with a batter.
I don't think so.
All right. Anyway, my dad used to make mashed potatoes with that fucking thing. So like,
right, the KitchenAid thing.
Yeah, he would do it for like 45 minutes. I'm like, God damn, dude, this is like glue right now. Like, I couldn't eat it, and I still can't.
I couldn't eat it.
But like, I'll fuck with French fries. I'll fuck with double baked potatoes.
Oh, potatoes are the shit. Right.
Fucking
potato salad's one of my favorite.
Potato wedges, potato salad, potato.
All right, Bubba Gump, relax.
Are you guys big potato salad fans? I love potato salad.
I'm not a huge potato salad fan. I can eat it, but
I
I'm
love
not like
all salads, like potato, macaroni, pasta. That's all right up my alley.
I'll do potato, pasta, then macaroni.
Also, what are you putting in it?
Right.
Like sometimes people put
very important
some stupid shit in it.
Right,
and
for
like,
potato salad, I just need a little bit of onion, mayo, potato, and
mustard seed.
And we have a family friend who throws egg in there, banging. Like, because I'm a big deviled egg fan.
Yeah, I don't
that
like
should be on my list.
Deviled eggs, yeah.
Ooh, me and Erica Quinn sucked down a tray of deviled eggs over Joey's family Christmas party one year. Sucked down a tray of eggs.
You take that side, I'll take this side. Let's
oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I can't imagine how gassy she was, because I was just
gassy.
I was dropping little milk duds all over the house.
What do you like on your deviled eggs? Just anything? Like I know
paprika,
some people put paprika.
Yeah. Chelsea's uncle does diced jalapeno, which I'm all about.
I'm all about that too.
Like crumbled bacon.
Do you see how my legs are spread? It's because my balls. I'm trying to get the bat wings off. Like they're stuck to my thighs. So I'm trying to spread.
Anyway, potatoes. So, one of the we can.
My devil's driveway is sweating right now. Anyway,
we can get stations at our cocktail hour.
Yeah.
One of which is a mashed potato bar.
I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you.
But
dude,
like,
you always think it's a bad idea until you get it done, and then there's a line at the mashed potato.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm sure.
Everybody
yeah.
loves it except me.
But that's such a weird thing to have.
It is a weird thing.
Like you're gonna take a scoop of mashed potatoes and put other stuff on top. Like what?
They offered it at ours, and we turned
as an
it
hors
down.
d'oeuvre.
I feel like it's like the opposite of a fucking aphrodisiac too. Just like I never.
You just fill up on mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Hey, sweetheart, fill me up a bowl of mashed potatoes, and we'll fucking rub it on your.
I'm feeling dense right now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling real dense. Well, I didn't want the limoncello bar, and everybody got
was a hit,
fucking hammered.
It's whatever you don't want.
Wags
Everyone's gonna
stepped on my
fucking
dad's
love.
fucking broken foot about 10 times that night. He was trying to dance with my dad, kept stepping on his foot. I'm surprised my dad didn't shank him with a hunting knife.
Classic.
What's your number one?
My number one is, we were talking about earlier, vegetables that need to be cooked right.
Oh, let me see what vegetable that your number one's a veggie.
This one, it doesn't matter how you cook it.
Mushrooms.
Celery.
Now, mushrooms, I actually don't like mushrooms either.
I love mushrooms. Celery?
Celery's a good guess. There's just no taste to it.
Yeah. Celery's at 95% water.
Yeah. Brussels sprouts.
Really?
It doesn't matter how you cook it.
Okay.
I've had it
the bacon
50 different fucking ways.
Yeah, that's good.
50 different ways. Every time it's gross.
I could definitely see why.
Cut it, slice it up in pieces, eat it whole, whatever you want to fucking do. Dip it in ranch. Doesn't matter.
Now we're talking.
Doesn't matter what you want to do.
You know how the girls are. You know how girls get with the cheese and the ranch.
See, yep. I can't even move my neck right now. Jesus.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Brussels sprouts.
Look my pussy too.
I like Brussels.
Do you guys like Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, like cooked.
I don't know.
Really, like they're almost like black, and they have balsamic vinaigrette on it, a balsamic glaze reduction, if you will, and some bacons.
See
I love balsamic.
So first off, the fact that you have to do all that to it, you're like, maybe let's not start with this since we have to do all this work.
See, I'm a big seasoned guy. I can make anything bland taste really good. Like
you think?
Like I know.
Because try it with Brussels sprouts.
Well,
it's not gonna work.
Brussels sprouts is never on the menu, so.
Okay.
Well,
like I'll do carrots, cauliflower, broccoli. I'll fucking
right. I'll give you all that.
I'll do them up.
Right.
I'll do them up.
I like carrots.
Steamed carrots are the shit. With a roast. You guys roast?
Do any of it?
I'm more of like a honey glazed carrot.
I like that too. Now Brussels sprouts is what I will agree with on you. Like chili, I like. What else did you say? I don't even know.
Coffee.
Obviously coffee.
Coffee.
What was your?
But Brussels sprouts I can get behind. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna defend it.
Yeah.
You said you didn't like beans either, which pissed me off.
Well, it's the chili.
That was part of the chili.
Yeah. I tried to expand.
All right, my number
one
is mushrooms.
Ooh.
Mushrooms probably should have been on mine.
Mushrooms is 100% texture.
Yeah.
Raw mushrooms are absolutely disgusting in a salad. Even cooked mushrooms, like they'll put it on like a steak with like the. I like the flavor. Like I can do a cream of mushroom. It's not the flavor of it. It's like the texture is so fucking bizarre to me. It's like just a slimy and it's like a hard bite. Like people get mushroom pizza. I'm like, are you a fucking psychopath? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you. Kate loves mushrooms and she'll always be like, just try this. And I'm like, just like last time, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it.
Now, like
I'll try it, but
I literally
don't like it still.
In my notes in my phone, I legit wrote a bit if I ever do stand up about mushrooms because it was something my mom used to say.
Fucking say it.
I'm not gonna do the bit.
What if someone comes to see me? I heard that on the podcast.
It's like a whole thing.
Boo you! Boo this man!
But I'm saying like it's a whole bit that I wrote about mushrooms because my mom's like, oh, mushrooms have no taste. I'm like, okay, well, why did you just spend an extra 75 cents to put them on your fucking pizza then? Like,
right.
They're disgusting.
I would love to just live in Evan's mind when he's just 18 years old sitting in his bed like, oh, fucking write this bit about fucking mushrooms, god damn it.
I wrote this bit not too long ago. But this bit
last week.
But this bit is based on like an 11-year-old Evan.
Yeah.
When we used to do Pizza Fridays and shit. And I used to con them into taking me to Blockbuster.
So can we record it and put it up on Instagram?
Yeah, I'll definitely do.
A quick bit.
What if I was to just do stand-up bits
on Instagram
to the camera? How awkward are bits if you don't hear the crowd laughing?
Yeah, probably super awkward.
You know
we can be in it. We can be like
But I'm saying like you can feed off of the crowd if you don't think it. But like if I'm sitting there just looking at the
laugh track.
If I'm just sitting there looking at the camera,
like Friends.
Yeah.
If I'm just sitting there looking at the camera telling a joke, like when does the listener know when like you're supposed to laugh at a funny part, but like. People seem to know when to laugh together.
Right, but I think you also just know when to laugh. It's just like there's no laugh tracks in sitcoms anymore. They're still funny.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's a good sitcom.
All of them are good.
I'm almost
Did we all do our number one?
Big Bang Theory has a fucking laugh track.
Right, which is why that's not included in this conversation.
You know what you just brought up that I really missed? Like Friday pizza nights, like with your family. Like
every Friday.
You were Leo's man, weren't you?
It was either Chinese or pizza.
And then go to Blockbuster. Like that was a fucking.
Oh,
like,
dude, was the
people
best.
don't do that.
You can just hit D'Angelo's. It's right there.
No, I'm not close to D'Angelo's.
Oh, Blockbuster.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Hollywood Video.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking of
no, we were high
because Brothers was right. That Blockbuster was in Blockbuster right when we moved over. But before that, we would either hit Like my mom would go to China Rainbow. We would get Chinese or pizza, either one.
Right.
Dodo's Pizza or China Rainbow. So my dad would take us to Blockbuster, and my mom would go to get the
food,
and we'd switch. And there was 4 of us, so me and Bud would go here with my dad, or my dad would take Corey to whatever. But it was all mix and match. I'm like, all right, we meet back in at the house.
In a flash.
Awesome, though. Isn't that cool? I miss that shit.
Oh, it was the best.
It's too much stuff to do now.
Too much.
I'm starting that again. I'm so excited to be a dad, as in the fact of like I can start.
You can control your kid, and
I can start trends again.
Right.
Like
my plan.
Friday's pizza
in your family.
Yeah, exactly. Well, really, yeah, that's what I meant. Like Friday's pizza. You know,
hey, don't sell yourself short. Maybe you can start
if you're gonna have
a
couple friends over, it's pizza night every Friday. You know what I mean, or it's Chinese night every Friday. That's awesome.
We'll go to church on Sundays.
Well, let's relax.
We all know how Evan feels about church.
I don't want to protect my kids. I want to protect my kids.
You don't want to have to protect your kids. All right, 5-1. Dan.
I don't know. The church in Texas, they all had fucking sidearms on them. Not to make light of that.
Oh, yeah.
That dude brought the shotgun into that church. They blast. I mean, unfortunately.
Did you see the video? There was like 8 people just all of a sudden.
Dude, like a 70-year-old man pulled out a gun. Yeah. Unfortunately, he did wind up shooting like 2 people, which isn't. I mean, it happened so fast.
Right.
They're like, this situation was over in 5 seconds, but like in 5 seconds,
you can take down a couple people.
3 people died, 1 being the shooter. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
First of all, how do you sneak a shotgun in the church? A handgun makes sense.
Right.
Where did you put the shotgun?
But a lot of times I feel like people aren't. You're not looking for it.
Yeah, I know.
Right. If he was wearing like a nice long dress coat or something. Like,
right. Or even just on his side like this.
Yeah,
no one's eyeing up everyone that walks in. You know what I mean? You're sitting there facing forward. They walk in.
You're not supposed to be looking over your shoulder.
I'm pretty sure he came in late too. It wasn't like he was sitting there. Like
right. You walk in from the back and you're facing forward.
That's so fucking sad. Like I know I make fun of like the whole church shit and stuff, but like. That's not where that stuff's supposed to happen, man. Like,
not at all.
That's so fucked up.
It shouldn't be happening at all.
No, it shouldn't be happening at all. I'm not trying to, but like, come on, man.
Yeah.
5-1.
5 bananas. 4 water chestnuts. 3 avocado. 2 olives. 1 mashed potatoes.
5 scrapple. 4 chili. 3 coffee. 2 clams and oysters. 1 Brussels sprouts.
Beets.
Jesus Christ.
Evan.
Raw sushi. Olives, I did veal and then mushrooms.
Yeah, mushrooms probably should.
Here, let me read off what everyone put on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I love People Answers.
Oh, yeah, they're really good.
Some of them are really good.
Except whoever put pickles. Fuck that.
Water chestnuts. Argentina shrimp and stank butt. Egg salad. That's a good one. Egg salad gets creepy.
Yeah, it does.
Cottage cheese. Embler. Cottage cheese should be banned in the United States. Hold on.
Especially they sell it in like the yogurt form. What are you doing?
Tuna fish, cilantro, pineapples, tomatoes. Chelsea said green beans.
Pineapples.
Olives are trash, and grapefruit.
Chelsea
hates string beans.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? One of my favorite things.